Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to pause for just a moment. I want you to imagine this. What if in the next 10 minutes you had the opportunity to completely transform the way you see yourself, your life, and your future? What if these next few moments were the most eye-opening moments of your life? What if you walked away from this moment knowing exactly what you were put on this earth to do? I'm here to tell you that this is possible, and it starts now. You see, many of us are living our lives in a state of confusion or mediocrity, not because we lack the potential, but because we haven't yet discovered the purpose that lies within us. We've been conditioned to settle for the ordinary. We've been told to follow the rules, stay in the safe lane, and do what others expect of us. But what if I told you that the life you've been living is not the life you were meant to lead? What if the dreams you've buried deep inside are meant to be your reality? The most eye-opening realization of all is this: you were not born to just exist. You were born with a unique purpose, a distinct contribution to make in this world. But it all begins with understanding that purpose. You will never know the fullness of your potential until you understand why you are here. You are not just a random occurrence in this universe. You are a person of significance, a person of influence, and the world is waiting for you to step into the greatness that has always been inside you. Now let me share with you 4 key things that I believe will open your eyes to a new level of understanding, not just about life, but about who you are and who you're meant to be. These are the truths that will take you beyond the ordinary and push you into the extraordinary life that awaits you. First, you must recognize that your purpose is greater than your problems. You see, far too many people allow their challenges, their struggles, and their setbacks to define them. They become trapped in the cycle of what isn't working, forgetting that what isn't working is only temporary. What isn't working is only temporary. The power to rise above any difficulty is found in the understanding that your purpose is far greater than any obstacle. The purpose inside you is more powerful than any storm that may come your way. Second, you need to understand that true leadership begins with self-leadership. You can never lead others until you first learn to lead yourself. It is in the quiet moments of self-reflection that you discover the strength to move forward. When you take control of your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, you begin to take control of your destiny. Leadership starts from within and radiates outward, influencing everyone around you. Third, your vision is your blueprint for the future. Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, you wander aimlessly. A person without vision is like a ship without a rudder, drifting in the vast ocean of life. But with vision, you have direction. Vision gives you purpose and clarity, and it becomes the force that drives you, even when the world seems uncertain. Your vision is the reason you wake up every morning and the reason you keep moving forward despite the challenges. And lastly, it is time to understand that your destiny is not determined by where you come from, but by where you're going. The world has a way of putting labels on us based on our circumstances, but I am here to tell you that your background does not define your future. Your destiny is shaped by your decisions, by your actions, by your willingness to step into the life you were born to live. Now I want you to take a moment and reflect. Look at where you are right now in your life. Are you truly living in alignment with your purpose? Have you fully embraced your leadership potential? Do you have a vision that is bigger than your current reality? And are you moving towards the destiny that you were born to fulfill? You see, these next 10 minutes are not just about hearing words. They are about unlocking a truth that has been waiting inside of you. These moments are an invitation for you to see yourself differently, to see your life differently, and to take action like never before. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are a leader, a visionary, a person of purpose, and the world is waiting for you to step into all that you were created to be. So I challenge you today, right now, to open your eyes, embrace your purpose, take hold of your destiny, and know that the best part of your life is not behind you, it is ahead of you. This is the moment when everything changes. You are destined for greatness, and now is the time to live like it. Thank you. Your purpose is greater than your problems. Let me say that again. Your purpose is greater than your problems. The challenges you're facing right now, the struggles that seem overwhelming, the circumstances that feel insurmountable, they do not define you. They do not control your destiny. Your purpose is far greater than any of those things. Now hear me clearly. Life will test you. You will face moments when the road ahead seems impossible to navigate. You will encounter battles that feel too much to bear. But let me tell you, your problems are only a temporary detour. They are not your destination. They are not your future. Your purpose is your future. I remember a time when I was just starting out, feeling like the odds were stacked against me. The weight of life's challenges felt unbearable. I was confronted with obstacles that seemed to dwarf my vision, and the voices of doubt grew louder every day. But one thing I had learned from my faith, and from the wisdom passed down to me, was that the purpose inside me was greater than the problems around me, and that truth became my anchor. You see, problems are a part of life, but they are not the end of the story. They don't define your worth. They don't diminish your potential. We often look at the giants in our lives and think they are unbeatable. But in reality, these giants are simply distractions. Distractions from what? Distractions from the greatness that resides within you. Distractions from your purpose. In the Bible, we see this principle lived out over and over again. When David faced Goliath, he didn't see a giant that was insurmountable. He didn't see a problem that was too big. What David saw was an opportunity to fulfill his purpose. His purpose was greater than the giant. His purpose was greater than the fear that tried to paralyze him. His purpose was greater than the doubt that the people around him were speaking. And because David understood this, he didn't just defeat Goliath. He conquered the limitations placed on him by others. Now I want you to think about your own life. What is the Goliath standing before you? What problem is trying to tell you that you are not enough, that you cannot move forward, that you are destined to fail? I am here to tell you today that your purpose is greater than that Goliath. Your purpose is greater than that sickness, greater than that financial struggle, greater than that broken relationship. Too many people spend their lives trying to overcome problems, and while that is a necessary part of the journey, they forget the most important thing, that the problems are only stepping stones. They are tools that God uses to prepare you for the greatness He has called you to. You are not meant to live in the shadow of your problems. You are meant to stand in the light of your purpose. Let me tell you something. If you spend your life focusing on your problems, you'll never have the energy to pursue your purpose. But if you focus on your purpose, you'll see your problems shrink. They will no longer have the power to control your thoughts, your decisions, or your future. The moment you align yourself with your purpose is the moment you stop being a victim to your circumstances. The moment you realize that you were born for greatness is the moment those problems become insignificant. Your purpose is what gives you strength when you feel weak. It is what gives you hope when despair tries to take over. It is what wakes you up in the morning with the drive to move forward, no matter what the night before looked like. It is what enables you to look at every challenge and say, "This will not stop me. I am greater than this. I am destined for more." So what will you do with your problems? Will you let them define you, or will you rise above them? Your purpose has the power to make your problems look small. Your purpose has the power to transform every challenge into an opportunity. The question is, will you let it? Remember this, you are not your problems. You are not the sum of your setbacks. You are the embodiment of your purpose. And that purpose is greater than anything that tries to stand in your way. It's time for you to step into your greatness. It's time for you to rise above your challenges. Your purpose is calling. Don't let anything, nothing stop you from answering that call. True leadership begins with self-leadership. Let me say that again, because it's critical. True leadership begins with self-leadership. You cannot lead anyone if you don't first know how to lead yourself. You can't influence others if you can't even control your own thoughts, actions, and emotions. If you want to change the world, it starts with changing yourself. Now I know many of you are thinking, I want to be a leader. I want to have influence. I want to make a difference. But I need you to understand something right now. Leadership is not about a title or a position. Leadership is not about being in front of a crowd or holding a microphone. Leadership is about what happens when no one is watching. It's about the decisions you make when no one else is around to give you direction. It's about the discipline you show in the quiet moments of your life. I've been in situations where I was called to lead, but I first had to lead myself before I could lead anyone else. Let me tell you a story. Early in my career, I was faced with a challenge, a major opportunity that could change everything for me. But the problem was, I wasn't ready. I had the vision, but I lacked the self-discipline to carry it out. I was impulsive, undisciplined, and I was quick to act without thinking. And that almost cost me everything. But then I had a moment of clarity. I realized that leadership was not about telling others what to do. It was about showing them by example. And if I couldn't even manage my own time, my own emotions, my own thoughts, how could I ever expect to lead others effectively? I had to make a choice to take control of my life, to take control of my decisions. That's when I began to grow. That's when I understood that self-leadership is the foundation of everything. You want to lead? Start by leading yourself. Start by taking responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming the world, your past, your circumstances. Stop pointing fingers and start pointing to yourself. If you want to make a difference, you have to first be the change you want to see. Leadership doesn't begin in the boardroom. It begins in the quiet of your own heart, in the private moments when you make decisions that shape who you are and who you will become. Self-leadership means you make the hard choices when no one is looking. It means you control your emotions, even when life throws you a curveball. It means you guard your thoughts, so that negativity does not take root. It means you stay disciplined, even when it feels easier to give in to your desires or distractions. You can't be a great leader if you don't first lead yourself with consistency and integrity. Let me tell you this. People don't follow titles. They follow character. They follow authenticity. They follow integrity. And that starts with you. It starts with the way you carry yourself, the way you manage your life. People are watching, even when you don't realize it. Your actions speak louder than your words. And what you do when no one is around will determine how much influence you'll have when the world is watching. So ask yourself today, are you leading yourself? Are you taking responsibility for your thoughts, your actions, your time? Are you living with purpose, with discipline, with focus? If not, then how can you expect to lead others? The truth is, self-leadership is not easy. It takes time. It takes commitment. It takes work. But it is the foundation of everything. Every great leader you admire, every person who has changed the world, they all started with themselves. They first mastered their own lives before they ever impacted others. And I'm here to tell you, you can do the same. You are capable of leading yourself to greatness. It's time to take control of your destiny, to stop waiting for someone else to tell you what to do, and to start leading yourself with purpose, passion, and power. Your future begins today, with the decisions you make right now. Will you lead yourself, or will you let life lead you? The choice is yours. But I tell you this, the world is waiting for leaders, and it starts with you. Step up, lead yourself, and watch how everything else follows. Your vision is your blueprint for the future. If you don't have vision, you don't have direction. Let me say that again, because it's so important. Without vision, you're wandering. Without vision, you have no purpose, no focus, no sense of where you're going. Vision is the thing that pulls you forward, the thing that drives you even when the road ahead looks uncertain, the thing that makes you wake up every morning with the fire inside you, ready to conquer the day. I've seen too many people live without vision. I've seen people go through the motions of life, doing what everyone else is doing, never questioning, never reaching higher. I've seen people who wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed, and repeat the same cycle day after day. They exist, but they don't live. They survive, but they don't thrive. Why? Because they have no vision. I'll tell you something from my own life. There was a time when I had no vision for what I wanted to accomplish. I was doing the work. I was busy, but I wasn't moving forward. I was stagnant. I was stuck. But everything changed the day I took a moment to truly reflect on my purpose, on what I wanted to achieve, and what God had placed in me. I sat down, and I started to paint a picture of my future, a future that was full of possibility, full of greatness, full of purpose, and that vision became the driving force of my life. The Bible says, without vision, the people perish, and that's the truth. When you don't know where you're going, you can't get there. You wander aimlessly. You drift. But when you have vision, it's like a light in the darkness. It guides you. It gives you a path to follow. Vision is the rudder that steers the ship of your life. Without it, you are at the mercy of the winds and waves. But with vision you have control. You can set your course and begin to move in the direction of your destiny. Your vision gives you purpose. It gives you a reason to fight, a reason to press on. When you know where you're going, you don't get distracted by the obstacles along the way. You don't get discouraged by the setbacks, because you know that every challenge is just a stepping stone. Every difficulty is just an opportunity to grow stronger. Your vision gives you the strength to keep going, even when it feels like you're walking through fire. I've encountered countless people who had the skills, the talent, the resources, but they lacked vision. And without vision, all that potential goes to waste. Vision is the thing that turns potential into reality. Without vision, you're just a person with a dream, but no plan. Vision turns your dreams into a blueprint. It shows you how to take the first step, the second step, and every step that follows. I want you to think about where you're going. What's your vision? What's the picture you're painting for your life? Where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10, 20 years? If you don't have a clear picture of where you're headed, how do you expect to get there? Too many people are walking around with no sense of direction, no clear goal. But let me tell you, vision is not a luxury. It is a necessity. If you don't have vision, you don't have a future. Vision is the thing that pulls you into your destiny. It's the thing that makes you stand taller, work harder, and push through every obstacle that stands in your way. So it's time to ask yourself the hard questions. What do you want out of life? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What impact do you want to make on this world? Your answers to these questions will give you the vision you need. And once you have that vision, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stand in your way. Because vision is power. Vision is purpose. Vision is life. Now it's time to stop wandering. It's time to stop drifting. It's time to start moving with intention. It's time to see the future you were born to create and begin building it today. Your vision is waiting for you. The question is, are you ready to step into it? Your destiny is not determined by where you come from, but by where you're going. Let me repeat that. Your destiny is not determined by where you come from, but by where you're going. Too many people are living their lives under the weight of their past, under the weight of their circumstances, under the weight of their environment. And they think that because of where they were born, what they've gone through, or the mistakes they've made, their future is already written. But that is a lie. Let me tell you something. Your past does not define your future. Where you come from does not dictate where you're going. The world may try to label you,
It may try to place limitations on you, but I am here to tell you that those labels are not your truth. The only thing that can determine your future is your vision, your choices, and your faith. Your destiny is not tied to the chains of your past. Your destiny is tied to the greatness that lies ahead of you. I remember a time when I was told that I wouldn't amount to much. People said that my background, where I came from, was a limitation. They said I didn't have the connections, the resources, or the pedigree to accomplish my dreams. But I refused to accept that. I refused to let the opinions of others shape my future. I knew that the greatness inside me was greater than the circumstances around me. And that's when everything changed. You see, there's a powerful truth in this. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the call. The moment you step into your purpose, the moment you decide to take hold of your destiny, everything you need will begin to align with you. The right opportunities will open up. The right people will come into your life. The right resources will show up. And suddenly, the things that seemed impossible will begin to fall into place. Your destiny is shaped by the decisions you make today. It's shaped by the steps you take. It's shaped by your faith, your willingness to trust in the process, and your ability to rise above every obstacle that stands in your way. And I want you to hear this. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made, what failures you've encountered, or what people have said about you. What matters is where you are going. I've seen people come from nothing, absolutely nothing. No money, no connections, no influence. Yet through their faith, their vision, and their perseverance, they created a future that surpassed the limits that were placed on them. And you can do the same. Your destiny is waiting for you. It's not behind you. It's not in your past. It's ahead of you. It's in the choices you make right now. The problem is too many people are still living in the past. They're still hanging on to the mistakes, the regrets, and the hurts. But let me tell you, you have to let go of the past to step into the future. You cannot move forward with one foot stuck in yesterday. You cannot chase your destiny while holding on to the pain, the rejection, or the failures of your past. Your past is behind you. It's gone. And if you keep looking back, you'll miss what's ahead. Your destiny is calling you to rise up, to move forward, to step into the greatness that is your birthright. Don't let your circumstances define you. Don't let your history limit your future. Your history is just a chapter, but your destiny is the entire book. The greatest chapters are still ahead of you, but you have to choose to keep turning the pages. You can't afford to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect conditions. The perfect moment is now. The perfect opportunity is in front of you, and the perfect conditions, they will come as you move in faith. It's time to stop looking back. It's time to stop living in the past. It's time to stop living in the past. It's time to start walking towards your future. So I ask you today, where are you going? What is the destiny that you are walking into? Will you continue to be held back by the chains of your past? Or will you rise up and claim the future that has been waiting for you all along? Your destiny is not behind you. It's ahead of you. And it's time to take that first step. Take it now. Take it boldly. Your future is waiting. As we come to the end of this moment, I want you to take a deep breath and reflect on everything that's been said today. You've been given the keys to unlock the doors of your destiny. You've been reminded that your purpose is greater than your problems. That leadership begins with self-leadership. That vision is your guide. And that your destiny is not tied to your past but to your future. These are the truths that will empower you, that will lift you from where you are to where you were born to be. Now the question is, what will you do with this? Will you sit back and let life pass you by? Or will you rise to the challenge? Will you take what you've heard today and apply? Or will you let it fade into another moment of inspiration? I believe in you. I believe that you have everything you need to achieve greatness. Your purpose, your vision, and your destiny are all within your reach. But the power to move forward rests in your hands. So take the lessons, take the truth, and go out there and make your mark on the world. Your future is waiting for you. Don't waste another second. Don't let another day slip by. Take action now and step into the greatness that you were born for. Good luck on your journey. Thank you for allowing me to share this time with you. May you walk in purpose, walk in vision, and walk in destiny. The world is waiting for you to rise. Thank you.